Hello artists! Today we are going to make a new version of the Spoonbridge and Cherry sculpture. So in class we talked about Spoonbridge and Cherry and what it's made of. We're going to make one that's new and improved. All you need we need a paper. This represents the grass, and we have some strips that represent different parts of the sculpture, and a glue stick. The rest is going to be done with your hands and possibly a pencil. We have gray, which of course represents the spoon. We have red, which represents the cherry. We have brown, that represents the stem. We have blue, which represents the water because it is a fountain. And we have some yellow to give it a little pop of color. And there's some plants growing around the pond that have yellow blooms when you look at the right photograph. First, we're going to start with a spoon. You decide, how is your spoon going to bend? So it doesn't have to look like a normal spoon. It could. You could take it and kind of bend it like this so it looks like a normal spoon. And when we're gluing things down, there's going to be a lot of pressing and holding and counting in your head. So I'm going to put a dot of glue where I want this to end. Press and hold and count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To make sure it's going to stay. And if it comes up again, press and hold some more. And some glue down here. Then press and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that popped loose. We try it again. Press and hold it. Sometimes giving it a little extra bend like this can help things stay. Now the idea is we are making a sculpture. We do not want a bunch of flat pieces on your paper. We want this to stand up because sculptures are things where you can walk around them to look at them. Okay? So don't make it a bunch of flat pieces. Next, cherry. I want this to be round like a cherry. So I'm going to take one end of the paper and overlapping. Press and hold. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That popped loose again. Stay. Okay. Add another little bend to make sure it stays. Now we could put the cherry lots of different places because you're making a new version. Did it roll off your spoon? Is it hiding underneath part of your spoon? Maybe. Is this meant to be like a playground? And this is a slide, and at the end you slide through the cherry because our cherry is hollow. It is not solid. Okay, so I've got a sculpture that's standing up. All right, pieces that are left, things it can do. The paper doesn't just have to be folded a little bit. We can take it and if you hold it on a pencil or a crayon, anything round, we can roll it and have this awesome spiral. So maybe this is some kind of a slide and you get sprayed by water partway through. That might be my idea. You can always do the accordion fold where we go back and forth and back and forth. Boing. And that could make excellent steps or an archway. There's lots of things you can do with it. Maybe it's something that you walk through to get to this slide. And lots of pressing and holding to make things stay. And I want my stem to look kind of like a stem. You don't have to. So I'm going to put a little glue here. And instead of overlapping, I'm going to bring these together. So that makes it look more like a stem. And I can attach it to the top of my cherry. Remember, we are working with gravity here. So if you have really heavy things on top of very small things, it can squish them and make them fall down. Okay. And now I have a completed sculpture. And if you would like, you can add extra details to the paper with your crayon. So if I want to show that this is a water slide and there's some kind of a puddle at the end, I can draw that little puddle and color it in very nicely. Or if you wanted to add flowers growing around your pond, that's fine. I'm not adding a bunch of words everywhere though. And if you want to make sure your sculpture does not get mixed up with anyone else's, we can write your name.